The selfish giant. The giant had a beautiful garden, which he loved, but strangers came in. The angry giant drove them away and built a high fence. However, the garden began to change in surprising way. Chapter 1. Joyful Garden. Tommy and Jack always sneaked into a beautiful garden. It's a fairy tale, like paradise where colorful flowers bloom, filling the air with a fragrant aroma. Chapter 2. The Giant Returns. The owner of the garden was a bad-tempered giant. When he found that someone had got into his beautiful garden, he was very angry and drove the strangers out. Chapter 3. Forbidden Garden Wall. In order to declare his ownership of this beautiful garden, the giant erected a warning sign at the entrance to the garden and built a high fence around it. Chapter 4. Strange Occurrence. Without the strangers, the garden seemed cursed, and its plants were slowly losing their vitality. The giant looked at the withered roses in his hands and was puzzled. Chapter 5. Frozen Garden. Even though the giant tried his best to save his garden, time passed by, and winter came. With no reason, the whole garden was covered in ice and snow, becoming a cold, empty place. Chapter 6. Ice and Spring. In contrast to the sad garden, the town far away was still full of life. Tommy and Jack played happily in the town, and they wondered why the giant's garden was covered in ice and snow. Chapter 7. The Giant's Melancholy. The giant was still struggling against the harsh winter. He felt very sad, wishing his beloved garden could be beautiful again. Chapter 8. Hopeful Birdsong. One freezing morning, as the giant tried to save a few flowers under the snow, he heard birds singing. Following the sound, he was surprised to see a bit of green where the birds were. This gave him hope. Chapter 9. The Climbing Boy. Later, he observed that when Jack and Jimmy sneaked in again and tried to climb a big tree, that tree awakened from the winter and regains its vitality. Chapter 10. Warm Help. The giant gently walked towards the boys. At this time, he lifted them onto the branches of the tree. Seeing their bright smiles, the giant felt warmth in his heart again. Chapter 11. Tearing down the wall. The giant decided to change immediately. When he removed the fence, a miracle happened. The weather got warmer, and the whole garden started to come back to life. Chapter 12. Garden Reborn. The revival garden attracted more strangers. Now, birds are here, squirrels are here, and the giant and his friends are also here. And where are you?